guys, welcome to Half Man Half Tech. I'm your host Ben, and last week Apple released iOS 13.5.5 public beta and developer beta 1, but that has now been renamed here as Apple decided to release iOS 13.6 public beta 2 and developer beta 2. So if you have a supported device, you can be able to download this update from the air. Now mind you that this is the first time in the history of iOS that we have seen a build number or an update that's this high, 13.6. So it seems like 2020 is record breaking for many things, and hopefully that will mean that iOS 14 will also be record breaking and full of surprises, as we can see here. Now alongside these updates, Apple also released macOS 10.15.6 beta 2 and tvOS 10.4.8 beta. Now I've covered some of those softwares in this channel, so I'll link a link to one of those videos up here. And if it's your first time watching on this particular channel, make sure you please hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future content. Now let's see, before the update, I'm currently on iOS 13.5.5 public beta 1. The information that I have here, if we go to the about section, you can see that the software version is 13.5.5 and the build number that I have with that is 17G5035D. Now the D did indicate lower stability on this device, and I had quite a number of issues on the iPhone X, my Wi-Fi cards and so on, and also the modem firmware number that I have here is 3.05.00. and then if we go back to see the battery maximum health capacity that I have before the update, I have 88%. So now let's quickly update this device and see what changes, and also highlight the major changes and features that came with this update. Hey guys, so our device is now updated to iOS 13.6 and this is the public beta 2. Now this was a small update, but it took about 25 minutes to update and the device heated up quite high. Now it's cooled down, by the way, so expect something like that if you have an iPhone X and you're updating your device to this software version. Now quickly going into seeing what has changed, if we go to the about section here, the software version that we have here is iOS 13.6 as you can see, and the build number that comes with this version has changed. It's 17G5045C. Now the C at the end also indicates that this is not a stable build, so I actually don't recommend you update to this beta yet. Hopefully we'll see another beta in the coming few weeks. And also if we go down to the modem firmware, we can see that the modem firmware actually didn't change. We have 3.05.00. so if you're experiencing any issues with regards to cell, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and any other wireless connection like AirDrop and so on, those issues might actually remain unchanged, which is quite disappointing and unfortunate. Now if we go to see what has changed or what's new with this update, firstly let's go to the software update page here. You can see that instead of an on and off download update toggle, we have customized automatic updates, and if we open that, you can see that yes, you now have two sections where you can select to download iOS update and also install iOS update. Now this is quite important because if you have like a jailbreak on your device and you don't want your iPhone updating behind your back, when you wake up in the morning you find your jailbreak and everything is gone, you can just turn it off like that and then your device won't install new updates. And also if you don't want it to download new iOS updates when they come out, you can also turn off that. I usually turn off everything so that I can be able to do it and show you and make a video about it. Again, something else that's new with this update, if we go into the health app here and then go to where it says browse on the bottom section here, we can see that we now have a new section that says symptoms. Now this is something new that came with this update, and if we open like the symptoms sections there, you can see that you have a whole lot of sections where you can input your symptoms data. Let's say for example if you're feeling abdominal cramps, you just go in there and then you add data about the symptoms that you are facing, and then once you're done you add, and then that will be saved within the health app, and also it will be able to give you like a sort of, you know, a summary and also a health status and also what you can do about that. So basically those are the two new features that came with this update. Now I did run Geekbench 5 scores in terms of performance. Let's see how our device device is doing on performance. So if we go to the CPU section, now with this update, the score that I'm getting with iOS 13.5 public beta 2 is for single core 929 and for multi-core 2254. And if we look at the history that I had with iOS 13.5.5 beta, we can see that for single core I had 932 and for multi-core I had 2308. So in terms of CPU performance, it's a bit low, but if I was to run Geekbench score again, I might get a score that is similar to this. And so I only ran it once, and this is the score that I got for CPU. Again, you won't be able to tell this difference. However, if we go to the GPU performance or the graphics performance, we can see that with this update I have 2904 as the score, and before the update I had actually 3127. Now that's quite a big drop, and you might notice, you know, some image processing might slow down, and also launching some application might be a bit slow, so keep that in mind. However, I think if I was to run this over and over again, sometimes it improves with time, or sometimes it remains like that. So hopefully this improves with time, and also that's one of the reasons why I don't want to recommend this update yet. It's less stable, and it also has some hidden bugs that we'll be uncovering in the next few days. And then if we go to the battery section, let's go into the settings, and then if we go to the battery section here and then see the maximum health capacity, you can see that it's still 88, and before the update it was actually on 88. So that's good that it has remained like that. Some people did actually get back like 2%, so I'm quite disappointed, but it's okay. You know, I had 88 and I still have 88 here. And then if we look at the battery performance that I had before, let's say like yesterday I had like 12 hours and 2 minutes of screen on time and 2 hours 29 minutes screen off time, and that was basically charging my phone almost twice. So that's the battery performance that I had with this device. So it's going to take some time to be able to tell if battery performance has improved, and I'll do a follow-up video, and make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss that when I do the follow-up video. And now let's see when the next update will come. Today is Wednesday, June 10, so WWDC is actually starting on the 22nd of June, so that's less than 2 weeks away. And since we have this version here today, the next beta version, which might be beta 3, might actually come out mid next week or late next week. And if not, we might actually see the official release sometime after WWDC, perhaps mid-July or on the second week of July. However, this is a random guess, and Apple lately has been unpredictable. As you can see, they are renaming iOS versions to whatever they want, so it's full of surprises. Let's just wait and see what happens next. Now, before we end this video, I would like to give a quick shout out to our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Intego. Now, Intego is a specialized Mac protection that has been providing adware and malware protection and virus protection specifically for MacBooks in the last 25 years. So make sure you check them out. I'll leave a link in the description of this video, and also that link will give you 50% off of your purchase if you do decide to take services with them. Now, if you watched this whole video and reached all the way to the end, you are the best, and thank you very much for doing that. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe down below. As always, stay safe, and I will definitely see you in the follow-up or next video. Peace.